Hello. Today I'm going to be walking you through some sun salutations, which are a classic part of our yoga practice. But we can do so much with them to open up that body and to really step into what's happening in the mind as well. So we'll do a little core reset to start with, just to make sure we're opening and firing all of this. So if we come down onto the mat, feet are down, knees up to the sky. If you've got bricks or yoga blocks or some tins or something like that, you might want those later. So feet down, knees up to the sky, coming all the way down onto the back, head is on the ground. You can have the hands beside you here, pushing into those feet. Take a big breath in, pelvis comes up. Checking that alignment in your body, maybe taking a look down, seeing if you can see that line from, if it's the middle of the back on the ground, can you see the line from the knees to the middle of the back? And are those knees in line with the hips? Are they falling out? Bring them in. If those knees are crossing, step them out a bit. And then start to pulse that pelvis. Small pulses here. Breathing into that. Breathing out. You can have the hands on your side to check that those glutes are starting to fire. Big breath in here, big breath out. We can add the arms as well, so we can bring those arms up to the sky. Keep that pulse going in those feet. And then see if we can keep the pulse going while we rise up with the right arm. Shoulder blade lifting off the mat. Arm coming down. Keep the pulse going if you can. Popping a block or underneath the sacrum if that's more suitable for your body. See if you can reach up higher with that left arm. Breathing in here, breathing out. Those hands can come back down. We can have both arms reach up. Big breath in here, big breath out. Those arms can come down. We could bring the back of the arms hovering over the edge of the mat, starting to open that chest a little bit. And then you could just start to twist the hands over the elbows, so opening up those wrists a little bit, keeping that pulse going if that works for you, otherwise holding. So we're just opening there. Hips and glutes firing, opening up the chest, getting the arms working for us. From here we can bring the arms back down beside the body. We can pause that pulse and then think about coming down in one long line in the center. Nice. With control, slow and controlled. We'll rise up. Then we're going to start to prepare for our classic sun salutation. So it is a standing flow and we've got a few moves within that, and each time we do each flow, we'll pick a different variation. So if we all come to standing at the top of our mat, we want to think about the connection from the sacrum, the scapula, and the skull. Finding a line in the body there, checking that that pelvis is neutral, so you might want to bring one hand onto the pelvis, one hand onto the sacrum. See if you're tipping forward, can you bring that back? Or if you know you lean back and it kind of creates that C shape in your body, rise up. Find that neutral. Feet are about hip distance apart here. With that connection, the chin is back. We'll take a big breath in, the arms will come all the way up. Head stays looking straight ahead here. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, the hands will come down. They may come onto bricks or blocks, thinking about length in the spine rather than rounding. The hands may come to the feet. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Step back with the right foot and the right knee. You may want to flatten that foot to have more stability in your body, or you could have that toe tucked. Do what's right for you. We'll push down through that front foot, rising up in the center. Thinking about that pelvis coming back, pushing down through that front foot, drawing the sit bones together. It helps give us more stability and more strength in our flow here. Those arms are up. Exhale, the hands will come down around the feet. And we'll step back into our plank. And you can always have your knees down for your plank as well, if that is more appropriate for your body. Do what's right for you. We're pushing that ground away through the hands. We'll all bring the knees down. The chest will come down between the arms. The elbows stay close to the body. We flatten those hands, those feet. We push down on the heel of the hands. We want to keep those elbows close to the body, not coming out. Those elbows are close in. We're in our cobra. We tuck the toes, we rise up into our downward dog. Big breath in here, big breath out, thinking about length from the hands all the way up the spine and over the seat. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Big breath in, the right foot will come forward. If it gets stuck, help it with that right hand. The left knee will come down and we'll rise all the way up again, thinking about drawing that pelvis back. We're kind of imagining that the body's in a sandwich press. We're squishing that together, we're firing it on, rising up. Thinking about the length from the hips to the ribs. Big breath in here, big breath out. Exhale, the hands will come down towards the feet or onto blocks. We'll bring the back foot all the way in. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Rising all the way up with the long spine, hands coming to heart center. So we've taken our sun salutation on one side of the body as a classic way, and we're going to now add some variations into that to see what we can add into our sun salutations. So we'll take a big breath in, the arms will come all the way up. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hands will come down to bricks or blocks. We'll step back with the left foot first, the left knee comes down. Pushing into the right foot, we'll rise all the way up. Sensing if there's any difference in your stability on this side. How does that feel? Can you think about that connection, about drawing the body together, rising up from hips to ribs? We could add a combination here. So we could bring those arms down into our cactus arms and checking we're not letting those ribs draw forward. We keep those ribs over those hips here. Then we could twist away from the center line of the body, keeping those hips forward though, so we're really pushing down through that back leg rather than letting it hang out. Strong connection, strength. Inhale to come back to center and the arms will come up. Exhale, the hands will come down to bricks or the floor. The front foot will step back into our plank. Keep pushing that ground away. Take the knees down if that's right for your body. Knees down. Chest and chin come through the arms. The chin will come down. We'll flatten those toes. We'll push down on the heel of the hand so the chest comes forward. And you're pushing the pubic bone into the mat and firing those glutes. If there's any pain, bring it down. Do what's right for you. We'll tuck the toes, rise all the way up into our downward dog. And if a downward dog isn't attainable for your body, you can come to your tabletop. So all fours. Do what's right for you. Taking a breath in here, thinking about the length in the spine. Big breath in, the left foot comes forward, the right knee will come down. Pushing down through the front foot, we'll rise back up. Thinking about the sandwich press in the body, the hip to rib connection, and the chin is in. We'll come down into our cactus arms again. Breathing in here, checking those ribs are still over the hips. Big breath in, big breath out. We'll turn away from the body and keep pushing and firing into the glutes of the right side. Hips stay forward. Seeing how much rotation you can get in the body here. Spreading those fingers. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, the arms will come all the way up. Exhale, the hands come down, maybe to bricks, maybe to the floor. And the back foot will come all the way in. Thinking about length in the spine, so that skull, scapula, sacrum connection. Pushing down through the feet, we'll rise all the way up. Hands coming into heart center. Big breath in, big breath out. We've taken a full sun salutation on both sides of the body and allowed ourselves a little bit of space to open up that spine as well with that rotation. So adding more to that flow. And this is something that we can add so many things to. So on each side now, we'll add a little something different. And you can do this when you're kind of feeling sluggish, and it's a great way to get moving. So even if you're like, I can't do it, I can't move, don't want to today, do a few of these, see where it takes you. So we'll take that big breath in. Exhale, the hands come down wherever is right for your body, stepping back with the right foot and the right knee. This is where you might want to come into a bit of a runner's lunge for some variation. Open up those hip flexors. So we push down through the back foot. The back knee can come up. It could stay down as well as an option. Then we can start to walk the hands back. If the knee is up, we'll be higher, finding more length in that back leg. Maybe the toes can come up on the front. Thinking about that connection in the spine still. Pushing the back heel down maybe. And then the hands will come forward. The back knee comes down and we rise up. So that's just a variation there on coming into our kneel. So a transition there to get so much more from the body. The hands will come down around the feet and we'll step back into our plank. You can always add some plank variations here. So do you want to pulse those arms? So if the knees are down, you can still do this. Little pulses. Arms coming in, elbows coming in close to the ribs. Keep firing, keep pushing through that floor. We bring the knees down, chest and chin comes down. We flatten those feet. Heel of the hands draw back, we rise up. Firing through that center. The center is strong here. It's supporting the lower back. We tuck the toes, we rise up. Do you want to pulse those knees? Before we come into our downward dog or our tabletop. Taking the option that is right for you. Big breath in, the right foot will come forward. You could try your runner's lunge on this side again. See how that feels on this side of the body. Always thinking about that connection in the spine. Hands coming forward. And the back foot will come in. We'll push down through those feet, rise all the way up. Taking the time, taking more time for your body if you get a little dizzy there. We'll take the left side now, seeing what other variations we can add in. Inhale, the arms will come all the way up. We could add in some cactus twists here, so those arms can come down. We could bring the left arm in, draw it up, and we start to fire through the rotator cuff here. Left arm comes out. Right arm will come in, and then drawing that up just a couple of inches, keep firing through those fingers, really working around our rotator cuff. The arm will come back. Inhale, we'll reach all the way up. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hands coming down to block to the floor. We'll step back with the left foot, and the left knee will come down. We'll rise up this time. We're not coming into our runner's lunge. We'll do something different because we can always create variety. The hands will come into heart center. We'll knit those fingers together. Big breath in. Exhale, we'll push away, creating more space around the back, around those shoulder blades. Maybe on the inhale, those arms can rise up a little bit. Try to keep the glance straight ahead so we're not losing the connection in the spine. Then our arms can come all the way up, letting those fingers go. Exhale, the hands come to the feet. We'll step back into our plank. And again, you've got options here depending on what's available in your body. You might want to step the plank in, out. Or come all the way down. You don't have to add anything. Do what's right for you. Chest coming down, chin coming down, elbows in close. Flatten those feet. Heel of the hands, draw back on the mat to bring the chest forward. Pubic bone pushing in, firing the glutes. We tuck the toes, we rise all the way up into our downward dog. Big breath in, big breath out. You could stay here and do a little lengthen one side, bend the other side. Find what's right for you. That left foot will come forward, give it help if it needs it. The right foot will come down, we'll rise all the way up. This time the hands will come together behind the lower back. We're going to push down, opening up the chest this time, keeping that connection of the ribs over the hips. Breathing into that belly, keeping that pelvis back, opening that chest. Big breath in here, big breath out. Big breath in, the fingers release, the arms come all the way up. Exhale, the hands will come down to bricks or the floor. The back foot will come in, bend the knees as much as you need to. Push down through those feet, rise all the way up to heart center. Big breath in, big breath out, feeling the heat that you've created in the body, feeling the energy working in that body. And there are just a few options of what you can do when you need to get moving. When you're feeling sluggish, this is when you should be moving. Feeling tired, just get a little movement in to get you through. It'll fire the body even more. Hope that helps. If you've got any requests, let me know.